Heather Langenkamp in the bathtub, and she thought it would be a good idea to sit in a bathtub when she's trying to stay awake.
A nice, warm,
relaxing
bubble bath.
Yeah. And it's really a terrible place to fall asleep. Here we have a guest cameo by Kenny Baker, the only person that would fit in the bathtub. There he is. You got a job for me? I can do it. I'll put my face in between this lady's legs. Put on a glove. Right, I could do it. You know, they once left me inside the R2-D2. I nearly suffocated. Those motherfuckers. You know that happened.
They left him inside the car?
They forgot he was in there and they all went to lunch. They nearly cooked to death inside the little R2-D2.
That's horrible.
Yeah. That was before the Midget Rights Act of 1981. Yeah. Anyway, this is cool imagery with the big water.
Yeah, this is scary. Like just this tiny hole and you're trapped under there.
Mm-hmm. You know, I would put this on the rose side for effective horror imagery.
Oh, sure.
Mm-hmm. There's a couple of stinker moments in this movie that are laughable, and the premise is great, the idea is great, the execution is a little flawed.
Yes.
And there's a lot of filler.
Lots of great moments.
Lots of great moments. It's a movie with a lot of great moments and great ideas, but the plotting and some of the interpersonal stuff and just like, you know, the Freddy stuff. It's like this. They constantly talk about Freddy. He's a guy in our dreams. And it's like the plot doesn't go anywhere.
That's
ever.
something I picked up more on this most recent time watching it. Is there's numerous. We saw one earlier when she was in jail. Like numerous scenes where a friend says, "I saw him in my dream. He had knives for fingers." We're getting the same information.
Yeah.
A few too many times.
Yeah. It's like, are they talking about Freddy? Uh-huh.
Well, you do have to keep in mind that at this point, nobody
God,
knew who the
that's
fuck
terrible.
Freddy was. That label?
That label that was
Yeah.
printed out on a printer and
I
just
think
regular paper.
I think it was colored in with markers.
And they scotch taped it onto a bottle.
Yeah.
So here Nancy's watching The Evil Dead. Bruce Campbell. That was a little running joke going on at that time in the filmmaking careers between Sam Raimi and Wes Craven. I think it started with The Hills Have Eyes. In The Hills Have Eyes, there's a trailer gets attacked, and there's a Jaws poster on the wall that's ripped in half, which is supposed to say, like, that's popcorn horror, you know, this is real horror. Mm-hmm. And so in The Evil Dead, Sam Raimi put a Hills Have Eyes poster ripped on the wall. And so in this movie, Wes Craven put The Evil Dead on the TV. And I think there's a Freddy glove somewhere.
That's amazing.
Aren't you glad you know this now? This is the type of information that's filled my brain.
Next time I watch Evil Dead 2, I'm going to be too busy enjoying the film to notice that.
I did notice the Hills Have Eyes poster the first time I saw The Evil Dead, but I didn't know why it was there. I found out about the inside joke stuff later.
God, that's it. Later on in the scene, when she goes to dream analysis, they put random electrodes over her suit.
It's true. It's absolutely true.
And they also put one on her chin for some reason.
Yeah.
They filmed this in a day? I mean, zits don't last that long.
They do for teenagers.
Maybe she had a zit one day on the shoot, and for continuity's sake, they put a fake zit on for the rest of the film.
That's a good one. That's a good bump. You know.
Every day she came in and Wes Craven just hit her in the head for continuity's sake, just to give her a welt.
No, it was worse in the police station scene, so they must have shot that a little bit before. But I mean, like, yeah, if it's swolled up and they got a shoot schedule to keep and
Lower budget movies, you do what you gotta do.
What the fuck, you know?
Look at Johnny Depp just out acting her in this scene, just acting circles around Heather Langenkamp. He's so natural and believable in this.
Should have cast Jake Lloyd.
Rich Jake Lloyd was not born yet.
They should have cast him in the remake.
Ready, Lepto.
Why not?
Let's go.
It wouldn't have mattered.
You know, you gotta feel bad for Jake Lloyd now. He has like mental problems.
Oh, does he?
Yeah.
I mean, I know he hates Star Wars.
No, I mean, don't you remember what happened? Where, like,
Oh,
he went nuts
that's
and-
right.
Was that a drunken rampage, though?
No,
or
no, they say he has like psychological problems.
because of Star Wars?
I don't know why.
I think we can directly attribute it to George Lucas.
I mean, I'm sure that I don't know. I can't speculate.
How many
but
lives will George Lucas ruin?
So many. So many. What scene is this, Jay? Another dream sequence? We get it. Freddy's killing people. Just go to the ending.
Nowhere to go but up.
How could she trust that her dream him is actually watching, though? I mean, this
What?
is a silly exchange.
Made it to ask for that.
What?
Dream Johnny Depp is checking up on Dream What's Her Face.
What's wrong with that?
She could have been dreaming then.
It's all well, she is dreaming, but that's the whole thing. Is it's all a little surreal.
Yeah, I like that how he pops out from behind the tree.
Yeah, just like you didn't even know he was back there.
Yeah.
It popped out.
That would happen in the dream. This is all fine.
I'm just making light. That's cute. It's fucking cute, yeah. We get it. We get it. When's Freddy gonna say funny things?
He doesn't say funny. Oh, she looks in the PlayStation.
When is Freddy gonna say bitch?
That's Mike's favorite line from any of these movies.
Yeah. My favorite one of the series is really the fourth one.
The third one and the fourth one are I think when people think of this series of movies, those are the two they think of the most.
Yeah.
The fourth one is a really great movie considering it has no story. The movie has no plot whatsoever. No story, no plot.
know what?
It's just things happening.
It reminds me a lot of the fourth Halloween, where it's almost like resetting the series. Because like Halloween 2 happened, and you know that was just like an extension of 1, and then
Yeah.
3 was the Season of the Witch, and then it's like 4. It's like okay, we're resetting everything.
Yeah.
And then with this one, the fourth one really felt like because there's Alice, and she's sort of like the new heroine, and then he kills off the old kids.
Leftover kids from the third
Yeah,
movie.
and then it's just sort of like a new starting new.
Yeah.
How many kids are there that he has to kill anyway? How many parents teamed up to kill this man?
Well, he kills the last of them in the third or the beginning of the fourth movie, and then he just keeps killing people for some reason.
Oh, is that it? Is that the deal?
Yeah.
He just wants more. He goes pretty mean.
He just decides he wants to continue killing, I guess.
Yeah. Yeah, well, I think the mother in this says that there were 20 murdered children.
Something like that, yeah.
So that would mean, well, I guess you don't know.
Well, it's revenge against the parents who murdered him, right? That's the story.
Yeah.
Yes.
So the question is, how many parents were involved with murdering Freddy?
But every character in this would have a murdered sibling. And they never
Well,
mentioned that.
That's something that was in a bit of deleted footage. They say something that all the kids in this movie that are being killed off, they have older siblings that Freddy killed.
Okay.
Oh, really?
Yeah. That's deleted. That's not in the movie.
I always made the assumption that it was like the parents being proactive, like the parents with surviving children.
That's
who didn't-
kind of the way it ends up looking in the final movie because they cut out that little bit of dialogue.
Oh, that would have been interesting.
Oh, that's something from my conversation with Jackie Earl Haley too. He said that this is the worst movie ever or whatever. And I was like, I always liked that movie, and the thing I like the most about it is that what's scary is that these kids haven't done anything wrong. They're paying for the sins of their parents. I think that's a creepy idea. And he's like, oh yeah, none of that's in this movie. Oh, that remake sucks so bad.
What do they change in the remake then? I haven't seen it.
Well, they overtly make Freddy a pedophile, for one, which is like, it makes you uncomfortable and
Yeah.
not in a way that you want.
I mean, you
from
just
a-
kind of assume that.
Don't they
They-
find Freddy's child porn stash? And it's
Yes,
like,
the end of the movie is Nancy and other guy going to Freddy's lair and finding like a stack of like naked children photos. Like it's really creepy. And like I know a horror movie's supposed to be creepy, but when you're watching like a fantasy Freddy movie, like, that's not what you're looking for.
It's not the kind of creepy you want in a horror movie.
Exactly. Well, not that kind of horror movie. Yeah.
They worked in, I wanted to say Super 8. What's
8 millimeter?
8 millimeter.
Thank you.
Yeah, that's you know
they're
what
very
you're.
different films.
Yeah,
Very different
yeah.
films.
But there's this whole mystery aspect in the remake where it's like Freddy's coming back for revenge against all the kids because they outed him as being a child molester, and that's why the parents went after him and killed him. But there's like half of the movie it's supposed to be like, did he really molest them or is he killing them because they made false accusations? It's like the worst shit.
Oh.
And then it's revealed that he was just a child molester. It's like, oh.
But did the parents gang up and burn him alive, or
Yeah, that's the same.
that's the same? Okay.
They did that because of the accusations from the kids. Isn't this a great, fun horror movie story?
Yeah, not really.
Here it was more overt in Wes Craven's original script for this movie that he was a child molester, but they toned it down, and I think it works better. They just call him a filthy child murderer.
You just
leave it
make
at
that assumption. You
Yeah,
don't need
you
to say
can
it.
assume, but you don't need to be so overt about it.
Mm-hmm.
Not the most creative kill in the movie.
They started strong and then they got weaker.
Yeah, well, this is especially confusing because he's doing it in a way that'll make it look like he killed himself.
Yep.
But why would Freddy care? What are they gonna do to him? He's a dream monster.
Well, that's
Why-
true.
Why does he need to make it look like a suicide?
Because then the police will stop investigating. You got your killer. He killed himself. We're done.
I guess.
If Freddy like turned him into soup like he did to Johnny Depp, then the police would and it happened inside his jail cell. They would be really concerned.
And what would the police do
Well,
about it?
that's the thing is, yeah, they still couldn't do anything.
Don't go to sleep.
No, John Saxon would enter the dream world with his gun and just start shooting.
Just
Freddy.
start shooting.
Freddy's terrified of the police, right? That was a deleted scene.
His only weakness is the police.
Yeah. He got pulled over when he was a child murderer, and he like peed in his pants, and he didn't have proper license and registration.
He got a ticket.
Yeah.
Just don't involve the cops, bitch. I'm scared of them.
Defeat Freddy by chanting 911.
Whoa! Oh, if only this jail cell didn't have bars in the ceiling. Be alive today.
He choked to death awfully quick.
I think his neck broke.
Yeah,
but-
they make like a snapping sound.
Yeah, although your neck only breaks with the drop.
Yeah.
But you know,
It's dream magic.
no one said this movie wasn't flawed, Rich.
If Freddy can turn into a giant snake monster, he can snap a kid's neck.
Sure.
The cemetery scenes in these movies. That's something you never see in other slasher movies. No one's ever mourning the death of anyone. Everyone just dies off and then they're out of the movie.
I mean, you can't kill everybody in one night.
That's true.
There's got to be some time in between. People have to deal with these people who die.
Although really, why couldn't Freddy kill everyone in one night? Before anyone even knows who he is, while everyone's sleeping one night, just kill them all.
The priest is a big dick in this scene. He said, those who live by the sword die by the sword. And it's like, let's not judge you who has not been judged. Basically saying he did it. Like, really? You want to do that? You know, the parents are there.
You really want to point out the fact that he's a murderer at the funeral?
Yeah, he
A
wasn't even...
religious person being hypocritical and judgmental? Why, I never.
Or he was a Catholic, okay?
So what you're saying is the priest was the pedophile.
Oh no. Which...
In the name of Hades.
That was Freddy from the sequel.
Something else.
Oh no. It's Freddy.
Yeah,
oh.
everything there was like that zoom in. It was like a soap opera shot right before they cut to a commercial.
They pulled her right out of a Lifetime movie. Put her in a horror movie. That mom sucks. Sucks.
Although she does get the best laugh line in the whole movie when she says, "He's dead, honey, because mommy killed him."
Oh, look at that sign. Did they just put that there for the movie, or is that the real sign? What do you think, Rich?
No, look, there's Rosette. It's not covered up yet.
No, they haven't
They will.
finished putting them on. Jay, don't you
put
know?
it-
Oh,
Right.
they right over top of it.
Yeah.
Put it right there, please.
They should have started with that one and then put the other one on.
That, yeah.
Draw less attention to the fact. Then some assholes wouldn't be talking about it on a commentary 30 years later. And I don't know what that electrode is doing in her chin.
The chin one is confusing.
This is secret. It's not a sleep clinic. It's like an acne treatment clinic that the mom brought her.
Is that why Roger Rabbit is there?
Yeah. We're just gonna treat you zits. I mean, find out why you've been having nightmares.
Find out what your zit dreams of at night.
The electrode can't penetrate it.
See, now if this is one of the sequels, they would build up the fact that she's very insecure about her acne, and then Freddy in the dream would turn her into a giant zit popper.
Yes, that's true.
That's where the series went.
This is always strange to me how the mother's sitting in there with the doctor, like she's like a scientist as well. When she starts smoking, like. I like that they have this scene though. I mean, this is all filler. The whole movie's filler.
This isn't filler. This is establishing that if you pull something out of your dream, or if you hold on to something in your dream, it gets pulled out into the real.
Does she bring something out in this scene?
Yeah, this is when she pulls out the hat.
Is it?
Yeah.
I thought she does that in her bed.
No, it's here.
All right.
Oh, is that why Freddy doesn't have the hat later?
Because she pulled it out.
Although they have his real glove in real life, but he made a fake one in his dream.
He can do that.
So why don't he just get another hat?
So does that mean there's two gloves then? There's the real glove.
This is the
that he
real
used
world
when he was
glove?
alive, and then there's the glove that gets pulled out of a dream.
Yes.
Can we talk about the distracting picture of a human-sized cat riding a trolley car
The T-shirt.
in San Francisco? Like, is this a real sleep clinic? And the guy would let him shoot there only if he could keep his poster up.
Don't take my poster down. Please leave my poster up.
My cat wearing a Hawaiian shirt.
And he keeps looking off camera. It looks like he's looking up at the cat picture.
He's too distracted.
They both keep looking up at it.
And this guy's a little daytime TV too. All the actors in this suck.
He is Roger Rabbit, right? I'm not wrong about that.
Yeah, Charles Fleischer.
Nice night, no?
So,
Meg?
time.
See you at home?